Hello everyone, this is Darryl20 and welcome to episode 84 of Darryl20's Let's Play of FTB Skies 2. Today I want to get cooking on... I don't need this anymore. Am I right about that? I'm almost certain I'm right about that. I guess we'll find out if I'm wrong. I want to get cooking on this whole setup. The assembly doohickey. Thinking we basically just, plop this guy down. If I remember correctly, we basically want this here, and then we want the import and export on either side. And then we want the lasers and the drill. And we want to give you the laser and drill program. And that's like it, I think. I'm guessing I could put you here because that's where the import is. And then I'll probably just toss an interface down for the export because we're going to pattern provider the import for sure, right? So you're going to chill there. And then a nice old pattern provider for you. And that should be it. All right, episode complete. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Darryl20 signing off. No, just kidding. That's the gist though, right? Like, pretty much no more, nothing too crazy about that. If I set this all up correctly, it should just work. We'll also want to do some pressure-y type things. Now, if I'm remembering correctly, I should be able to run some pipes from Pneumaticraft tubes. There we go. There's 3 tiers of tube from Pneumaticraft, right? There's the pressure tube, the reinforced pressure tube, which is like a thermo-pneumatic guy, and then there's the advanced ones that are made in the assembly controller. I'm probably going to want to upgrade to advanced ones, right? At some point, right? But let's see, where are we in relation to... Is that the center? It basically is. Okay. So what I could do is route this guy maybe more around a back kind of deal. Right? And you could stay connected here. Right? Cool. And that might... I'm debating if that's actually helpful or not, because we do have to tap into that guy right there. Because my goal was to kind of like... So what I could do is kind of like loop around the outside. Right? And then we could yoink that. And that might be cool. And then what we can have is you running right up to here, right? And then we yank all that off. In theory, I might want you to live here. And then we can have a valve. And we can very quickly... Let's put you on this slot. Oh, wrong spot. Very quick. Swap it out. And then that should act basically like as a battery for this thing. So then all the pressure goes in here and we're cool, right? And that's basically how this works. Like, if you want to equate this to like Forge Energy or any other kind of energy-based system, basically speaking, your pressure chamber is a battery. Right? It holds a large amount of pressurized air and then can distribute it to other machines as it sees fit, right? The only problem being that, like, this guy can't go above 5 bars of pressure, where other machines, maybe not this one, but some machines can, right? So, yeah, but that should be cool. So now I should be able to come over here and take a look at... this dude and tell me what you can make. So we're definitely going to want advanced pressure tubes. we're definitely going to want unassembled PCBs, right? And that might be it to get started. That should be fine. I'm probably going to want this recipe, by the way, so I don't have to do an intermediary step, right? So let's do you, and let's do you. And then you're going to chill here. Cool. And then you should be able to handle making one of these guys. So this guy's going to go in, and you're going to do the thing. Now's a good time for me to remember speed upgrades. So these guys require what? They require lubricant. Okay, so that's going to be a thing. So we're going to want a lubricant bucket, which means we're going to want lubricant, which is made in Modern Industrialization or Modern Industrialization or Amadron or Thermopneumatic Processing Plant. I'm leaning towards going the Thermopneumatic Processing Plant for today, right? Because lubricant is going to come from either biofuel, which I think we can already make with Oratech, or diesel, right? So biofuel or biodiesel. Biodiesel, that's like the whole like ethanol plus plant oil combinationally stuff, and like this is that whole like in-world yeast dude and all that. We've done those automations quite a few times. We already have biodiesel, right? Am I right about that? We do have biofuel. So I should be able to just take the biofuel that we're getting from Oratech, which we already know how to make, obviously. Actually, not a terrible recipe, to be honest. And then use that in a thermopneumatic processing plant with redstone to get lubricant. We just need you to have some kind of heat thing going on, but I think that's doable, right? So let's make this happen. Cool, cool, cool. I'm on board with this. So we need you to get heated. Try saying that 3 times fast. I hear some rustling. So what's the deal with wheat? What's using up all my wheat? That's an exceptional question. I don't know where all my wheat is going. Where is my wheat going? Does anybody know? Like, what's consuming all my wheat? Here's what I'm going to do. You ready? Because I, like, spam clicked so much bone meal onto this dude. So the trick that I'm going to do is I'm going to, like, make a bunch of wheat and then see what we're crafting. So we're making bio-doohickey for some reason. But why are we making bio-doohickey for some reason? Like, is there a reason that we're making bio-doohickey? Are you trying to keep plastic in? Like, we shouldn't need this, right? Because we have this guy making plastic. So you can actually get out of there, plastic maker. But you still aren't explaining why you want so much wheat. Also, did you ever finish? You said ready. Oh, you know what? You're not connected. Crafting complete. Yep. So what are we making all this biofuel for? Like, you're making biofuel, but, like, to what end? Why are we making biofuel? Like, what are we doing with it? I'm assuming it's something to do with these, right? But it's like pushing the biofuel somewhere rather than Somewhere something has an export bus of biofuel. Is it you guys? It might be you guys. I bet it's you guys. I bet it's you guys. Yeah, you. You're doing it. It's all you. You're the one at fault. Are you done yet? 866. So what I could do... I mean, you're going to, at some point, get to 2K and then backstuff the whole thing. And then we'll be fine. Right? Lily pad of fertility is a thing, right? Oh, it's an infusion crafted in this pack. You can buy one, though. I could see myself buying a lily pad of fertility. Can I just buy a lily pad of fertility? I'm on board with buying it. Can I just do this right from here? No, I probably have to do this. Quest complete, lily pad of fertility. Nice. Do I need you anymore? Probably not. Because we're doing that over there, right? So we can probably just ditch you. How cool beans is that? Can I just, like, keep doing this? Apparently. I like that. Finally something to use this money's on. Holy cow. Yeah, you could probably stop doing whatever you're doing. Probably don't need you anymore. And what I'll probably say is... this. I don't know how much that'll help, but we'll see. It'll get me there in the long run, though. Okay, so let that chill for a few minutes. What else do we want to work on at this moment? So you're up and running, pretty much. Looking for more wheat, but we'll get there in a minute. Thermopneumatic processing plant should be cool. We have lots of potatoes, so couldn't we just say, isn't biofuel made with potatoes? Because I think the other one needs wheat, right? Potatoes will make biofuel, I assume. Yes, potatoes make 2 biofuel, just like wheat does. So let's swap these out. And then you should be way cooler. And now we should be getting wheat accumulating, which means I can get biofuel. Give me a bucket's worth, please. And that's cool. And then we can come over to here, plop down our buddy Thermo Doohickey, right? And your job as a pattern provider so you need heat coming in the bottom. And that's where that vortex doohickey comes into play. Cold on the bottom, hot on the top. And then you're going to want to be on the side. Boom. Right? And then that should be raising your temperature. Cool. And then we should be able to come over here and say, this is how you get lubricant. Okay. This way. So you already know how to make that. You put a bucket in there with that, and you get a bucket of lubricant. Okay. We put that in the pattern provider. and then we pipe right out of it. Is that cool? So now if I said, please give me lubricant, are we choking on channels? We shouldn't be. There's no way we're choking on channels at this point, right? Yeah, no, we're at 8. Device offline, device offline. Oh yeah, that would be a device offline situation. How did that happen? Did I do that? So now you're going to do that, and we've got lubricant. Nice. And then you are probably going to be useful for other things in the future. But now I want you to know how to make these, right? So can you just use like the buckets worth if we do that? Like if I say that, are you going to be cool about that? To craft, yes. Nice. So it's going to be smart about the fact that I need to go make biofuel, and then I need to go make lubricant, and then I can do the thing, right? Now, is there a better way to handle that? Yes, if we want a glycerol, which comes from doing this thing, but I'm just going to say like meh to that. Because realistically, my ingredients at this point are wheat, which we, already have 100 of, and redstone. So like, I'm not going to sweat that. I can just be like, yo, give me 20, and we'll get there when we get there. Is that cool? You're a little bit on the slow side, but like, did I ever throw an add-on on you? Because I feel like you have add-on capabilities. You could totally add on that side, for which you are fluid piping. So you've got that happening, you've got that happening. What I could do, efficient speed add-on. If I plopped you there, I'm assuming you'd be a lot quicker. And then what I could do is my old friends, laser IO. Right? And you would, on the west face, extract and extract, and on the down face, insert and insert, and then you'd be all about that. Cool? I think that works pretty well for me. And that'll speed up the rate at which we're producing biofuel with our efficient speed add-on level 8, which we had extras of from our adventures in Oratech. And that works for me. And now we're getting lots of speed upgrades, because I don't feel like waiting. That's right, I don't. And then you guys can be all kinds of cool. Bing, bang, boom. And you're just going to produce way more air. Is that cool? At some point, we're going to have to deal with the fact that I am not automating putting diesel in here. What's going to happen is I'm going to be like, where'd all my air go? And you guys are going to be like, hey, Dyer, remember when we told you to like not forget to automate diesel? And I'm like, oh, right. That's right. You did tell me that. My bad. I should potentially, and you're like constantly running, which is kind of a deal breaker. But what I could do is we could make it so that there is a valve. Is that what I want? There's like a thing, and we can say if there's a redstone signal, you're allowed to run. That's probably what I'm going to want to do. I just need to figure out what that is. It's like a pipe upgrade deal. Flow detector module, charging module, air grate type. regulator tube. That's what I want. I want regulator tubes. I have to remember very carefully how this works. I think it's very tricky to get on there. Like, I always want to put it, like, right on this thing, but that's easier said than done. But I might be able to. So if I do this, you're going to complain like nobody's business. That's right, you need to... not be on a corner. Okay. Cool. Now, if I give you a redstone signal, do you stop putting pressure in? I feel like that's the way that works, and if I'm wrong, I'm going to be yelled at. Right, and now it's dropping, and it's no longer using pressure, right? So redstone signal on equals turn off thingy, right? So what I'll do is I'll put a redstone torch on this guy. And that means you are receiving 1, threshold 0 bars. You're dropping. You could probably have some compressed iron here because that will help. Actually, I want the vent. Vent is what I want from... I'm not seeing it. Why am I not seeing it? Maybe it's not called vent. I want the grate. Is it a grate? What's the thing? These guys. Heatsink. That'll make this more efficient, right? But it's not running now because of that, right? So then what I do, laser IO. On the north face, you're going to output a strong signal on the white channel, and then you, on the west face, will get a sensor card looking for 1 piece of redstone or more. And then when I link you to, watch what happens. You ready? I'm going to request lubricant. And at the point that we insert redstone dust into the thing, you turn off, allowing you to run, allowing you to build up heat. And then once you craft your redstone and there's no more redstone in there, that is off, the pressure starts to drop, and now we've automated this in a way that doesn't waste air pressure. Is that cool? Feel like it's cool. All right, wrapping up point. Double20 sign off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. When we come back next time, we've done a lot of pneumaticraft, so that means we should be ready to see all the things, and like, you know, start working towards this guy. I might want to do this guy just because I'm sure having crude oil and breaking it down would be cool, but we'll see. For now, Double20 sign off. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.